warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
On the set.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he was able to shed one tackle. Get away from there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary again. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Singletary. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's Kelce on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Lawrence. That's complete to Hightower. And they've got it inside the 10 at the end. They run here with Singletary. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devin Singletary, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key word.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. John Hightower from 17 yards out. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It's caught at the 1, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to...
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth down, Mayfield. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield with it once more. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Have excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
From the 16, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. 27 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. John Hightower now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On first down, Lawrence. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
X3, 2-18, chop it. Hey, boy. Hey, let's go. Hurry. Hey, got it.
Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Hightower with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rate, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Hey, we're 33.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this one too low.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Falcons are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Rohrwasser's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front as As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On third down, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's got room. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 21-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
This will be taken in by Hightower. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Here's Lawrence. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Keep that bomber.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
All right, keep me honest here, Brandon. So they decide not to run the football again. They had 2 shots to try and pick up the first down, probably fairly easily on the ground. Now it's 4th down.
And we'll see if those decisions come back to haunt them. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better
And now here's another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now Lawrence. Caught. Kelce, left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert him.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, They got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action. Mayfield. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.